Hey guys, how we doing here? This is just a one-shot recording, and then it's going to be uploaded to my YouTube. This is for my collaboration called Trap Music. This is the Miku from Data Live story, and I'm collaborating with my apprentice Omega from Saskatchewan, Canada. And what I wanted to do with this is I wanted to make this special. We've been planning this for a long time, and what I'm going to do is he's actually waiting on Discord right now. I'm just going to play it, adjust the volume accordingly, and we're just going to have one of our discussions that we've done for quite some time now. It's been a couple of years going back and forth, and I just want to give everybody some insight knowledge on what's going on. Let me see. I'm just going to pop up a work that I'm doing similar. Let's see. It's my origami story, and I've kind of set up the template right there. If you go origami and do #anime, that's actually the first story that pops up is from yours truly. But anyways, guys, without further ado, here we go. Hey, Omega, you hear me?
Okay, should we move to like a solo call? Because like when somebody pops in, we'll have to explain it and shit.
Go right ahead and give me a ring, man, alright?
Alright.
Alright. One sec. We're actually in a chat with a couple of our apprentices in that group. We got my man Juan, my man Gaz, Matthias, Twisty, and Cap.
This is the IRS calling to tell you that you have not paid your taxes and there have been approximately 100 days. You are fucked.
I actually paid mine not long ago this month.
I can hardly hear you.
You can hardly hear me?
Yeah, barely. Like you're really quiet.
Oh, my bad, man. I'm not using my headset, remember?
Oh, okay, hold on. It's probably my fault, man.
I mean, just make sure yours is up because I got no microphone in front of me, just because both have to hear me. Otherwise,
Okay,
it's like one-side audio.
I can barely hear you now.
Really?
It's as loud as it goes.
My bad, my bad, my bad.
Okay, are we live or what's up?
Oh, yeah, man, we're live. Not like live. I can't do YouTube live anymore because I haven't purchased YouTube TV yet. It's not in budget for me at the moment.
Just a basic recording.
This is a basic record, and I'm just gonna upload the whole thing. I mean, it's gonna be too much
then
to.
I can say whatever I want then. No, I won't.
Well, try not to because they've been cracking down on a lot of stuff, man. I mean, just.
Do you not trust me?
Oh, I trust you, but there's some people that go over the edge, man. Trust me, I had to. I stopped the recording one time because they're saying some really, there's some borderline stuff. They crossed the line several times, and
let me guess, it was Mikey.
no, it wasn't Mikey. It was a couple guys. It ended up being just me and three other guys, but then a couple guys joined the call and they started saying these stupid swears and stuff. But anyways, man, back to business. How long have you think we've been plotting this story right here? How many?
About a year and a half.
I was actually about to say a year and a half.
Year and a half to almost 2 years.
I'd say closer to a year and a half. I remember there was that time where you're kind of just like, I hate her because of the feminist mentality.
Yeah, because, oh my God. Originally, I freaking hated her guts. Like, yes, the reason is perfectly feasible. It's just the methods I could not stand.
And I'm kind of with you with that because, I mean, I don't want to go by stereotypes. And it's like when a woman goes the bad stereotypes on all men, we hate it. But if a man uses all the bad stereotypes for women, anyone has the right to be angry.
We have a word for that. But being myself, I cannot repeat that here.
Feminist and manalist are two different things. Trust me, I've seen both firsthand.
No, the one I'm thinking of is far meaner. You don't want me to repeat it. I'm not going to, don't worry.
I think I know what it is, and let's not.
Yeah, let's not.
Let's not. Delete.
It's like, please.
All right, so I mean, I had to get myself a refresher, even though it was my own story. But of course, I got like 2 dozen of these. When's the last time you touched up on origami, man?
finished it a long time ago.
Well, I mean, it was on and off. Let's see. Last published date was July 20th, 2018.
Yeah, I finished it like 3 months ago.
So last chapter was 8 months ago. Let's
yeah, I finished
see.
it some time ago, dude.
Let me move the phone over. I think this is
For
actually
those of
my
you
good
who don't
time.
know, hello, my name is Omega Zero. I'm totally better than this guy. I don't know why you're watching this crap. You can totally watch my channel, just plug in my channel like shameless advertisement, because capitalism.
Gotcha. I actually gave the intro. It was like 60 seconds before I joined in. They'll see it. Let's see. Chapter 16, Echo Bitch. That's the name of the chapter.
What does that sound like the name of a freaking... What does that sound like some kind of... Okay, whenever you... Okay, say that one more time. Say that one more time.
Echo Bitch.
You know, that makes me think of... That sounds like something Matsuda would be watching right now.
It took a minute to click. It took a second to get in my mind, and I'm just kind of like,
Easy, look at this. What's that?
I
It's
see,
the most
I
rare
see.
thing you've ever seen. Echo Bitch.
Let's see. Now, what happens is, now this is the origami story. This is the... I kind of changed up a little bit on how the meeting went. Mm-hmm. So at first he's just, he's just watching her sing just somewhere in the stadium and it's dark, right? And then next thing you know, he steps on a soda can.
Is this the show we're talking about, or is this the actual...
This is chapter 1. This is the first chapter of the Miku story.
Yeah.
I just wanted to break the ice and just kind of go off the canon part.
I wanted to punch somebody after that.
Yeah, I get you. Well, I just kind of thought of
Jenny Wang Yang. I wanted to punch somebody.
Yeah, I get you. But really, I just want somehow to follow the original story but add my own twist. And he's just like, wow, she's beautiful. Crunch. It echoes all over the place, and she just goes... she's just like, you jackass, can't you be quiet? It's like, sorry. Crucify me.
I made the suggestion where, the second time they meet, she goes even further and physically attacks him. Because I wouldn't put it past her.
I kind of thought that as well. Now, this is chapter 16 I'm going through here, and eventually, Origami does save him from the falling off the stage.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like freaking Aerosmith when Steve and Tyler freaking pulled a goddamn Shamu and decided to nosedive off the stage.
Now, in the anime, he just teleports on the ship thanks to Kotsuri, but,
just a big old yeet.
Let's see. Let's go to chapter 17 now. This one is called Twin Sisters. Do you remember what happened here?
Yuzuru and Kaguya are introduced, I'd imagine?
Actually, no. This really has nothing to do with the twins, per se.
Kind of weird, because the title... Generally, what I do is I try to pick a title that sums up the chapter in a single short sentence.
Correct. Sometimes I have to change sometimes I have to change the name of the chapter, before I publish it, because sometimes it's whatever. But
because either it sounds stupid or somebody might take offense.
Actually, this is when I have the protag and Shido dress up as chicks.
Oh Jesus!
That's where it calls the twins.
That's the one thing I don't like about this is the cross-dressing. I'm sorry, I will be against it till the day I die.
I get it.
Because in my head, I picture this dude, whatever his name is, as the type of guy who, if he tried to cross-dress, he would look freaking hideous.
Correct, but if you read back, let's see. Kotori tells both of them that she's into guys. And if you don't remember, Reina calls him, because remember how she calls Shido Shin for short?
Yeah, Shin.
I want to do something that matched, so I thought Suki. Now, this was long before I thought of this cross-dressing thing.
Like, Shin, you keep talking, I'll break your shin.
So I just thought Suki just stuck with it, and I'm like, wait, this is perfect. Like, I accidentally set myself up for it. So Reino just kind of goes, they're just kind of like, wait, we got to do what? And Reina goes, well, prepare to be measured, Suki and Shin. Or I'm sorry, not Shin, Shiori.
That's another downside. Is like I picture this dude as at least being 6 foot change. So, and not many women are that tall. So I'm like, how? This guy would look like Robert De Niro if Robert De Niro tried to play freaking Miss Doubtfire.
I know this is like an insert character, but I actually, because he's related to Shido, I actually pictured them to be about the same height. Maybe like an inch or two taller, but that's about it. And Origami is on the short side, so it actually doesn't have a giant height gap, you know what I mean?
She is puny.
She's like 5 feet tall.
She's itty bitty, teeny weeny.
So this is the preparation, okay? Let's see. Wax legs, the voice changer and bandage over the Adam's apple. Obviously the blouse.
Binder for the chest.
Actually,
no, that would be for the other way around.
To add camouflage to the voice changer, a choker. Then obviously a wig, and
hopefully a convincing one that doesn't fall off too easily, like Gru from Despicable Me. When
let's see.
Wear a wig.
So let's see. Spandex for reinforcement, and then underwear over.
Oh, and that'll be really uncomfortable.
I know it's supposed to do. And
it's like Spider-Man trying to get into drag.
Okay, I'm gonna read you what I have here. Okay, this is from the Origami story. You step out of the room the same time as Shido. Both of you not thrilled at all. Neither of you wanted to do this, but hey, it's work related. Hey Shido, any trouble? This choker just feels awkward. How you doing? Shido? I am in fucking bloomers. How on earth do you think I'm doing? And guess who's in the room as soon as...
You told me that one a couple times, actually.
And guess who's in the room?
Miku.
Yoshino. So she's scared. So she's like gasping, like, you know, and they look over and they're like, ah, crap. Corruption yet again.
Yeah, but wouldn't she be more like a judge, though? Because, like, if you have her approval, you know you're doing good. Okay,
but at the same time, she had no idea what was going on. She's just seeing two of her friends in a dress.
Then there's Yoshino freaking bellow laughing like a freaking southern plantation.
So Kodori is barking in the headset going, you idiots gotta behave, because she's a sweet little girl. And Yoshinan is like, guys, why are you dressed like that? And then the twins come in, and then the twins are going in. They're like, why? And why you actually know how to wear a skirt. Oh, and then there's the part where
Wouldn't it be funnier if, like, the protagonist was like, I have freaking D cups. How do you think I feel? I feel freaking amazing. So this is what it's like.
Lay off the self-jiggling. How about that?
It's like, can I get a binder? And she's like, why? Because you gave me freaking D cups. How do you think why else wouldn't I need one?
The lady was right. These can be overwhelming.
Yeah, but then there's Miku with freaking planets, which I dare say rival, if not beat Akuno.
Let's see. Here's some funny quotes. I hate the breeze. The air is violating me.
The air is a rapist.
Come on.
I'm sorry.
But I'm just thinking, hey, if you're a guy wearing a skirt for the first time, you're like, oh god, the skirt is violating me. Thought that'd be hysterical.
Oh, I just thought of something even worse.
Don't.
Oh dear.
Please don't.
Oh dear. For the love of God. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna say it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Afterwards.
What I actually find it
hilarious.
What I find it hysterical is that they go to school and Toka knows right away, and they're like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Oh yeah, it's Toka. She's a freaking vulture.
And Origami obviously knows. And what does Origami do? Go along with
Absolutely nothing.
Basically go along with it is in like, so you're replacing my boyfriend, right? I guess. Next thing you know, everyone thinks there's Eurification happening in front of them in a classroom.
What the fuck?
You don't remember that?
My game's going apeshit.
Crash?
Okay, so this game has had a tendency to glitch recently.
Which one?
And the zombie corpse, especially in the ground, there's a zombie corpse that is hyperextended to a freaking power line, and his head is stuck in a window.
Gotcha. That's weird.
Ugh, game physics, gotta love it.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
Jacobs. How do you think I feel? I feel amazing.
And confident, right?
And then when they go to school, there's this dude who just cannot take the eyes off. It's like, so this is how women feel.
What was this? I was watching this series off Funimation. Let me see if I could pull up what the hell it is. Let me see. Let me just activate my queue and go from there. Apparently, 2019 anime has two things that's working for them.
Okay.
Girls that need tutoring and animal girls. And by animals, I mean, let's see, a raccoon, a chicken, a mole.
Oh, what?
A mole. Like an actual mole that digs holes in the ground. I don't know, okay? But it's this series called it's called We Never Learn Bakuban, and it's this poor kid, right? Now he's smart, but he's like middle of the line, all right?
So he's like average, not too great, but not terrible.
Above average. Above average.
Your average Joe.
So what happens is the headmaster, right? The headmaster says, kid, I'm going to give you the VIP recommendation. You want to know what that is?
Keep talking, man. I'm listening.
I'm just saying, it just sounds like there's something crackle in the bag. I just don't want to see if they
I'm
can...
opening a bag of crackers.
Gotcha. I'm just not sure if they could hear me or not. But what happens is, the VIP recommendation is, whoever gets it could go to any college or university for his or her choice, not have to pay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's only given to one, and he has the opportunity to get it. But guess what the catch is?
What's that?
There's two girls that have to pass in these subjects. They're both geniuses. They're both labeled as geniuses. Now, at first you think, what's the problem? Okay, right? Because usually when you think of genius, you're like, oh, this is a piece of cake, right? About that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So one of the girls is a complete math whiz. She could solve all these equations in her head and just write the answer down. Bada boom. But when it comes to, let's say we take these stories, right? She's so mathematic and scientifically driven. There'll be like a story or like some English assignment. It'll be like question 1. How does the protagonist feel? And she goes, science hasn't been able to encounter what makes this person desire anything or have me know what he's feeling. It makes no sense to me. So instead of having something being about opinion and giving evidence on why, because it's not cut and dry right in front of your face, she does horrible in language.
She bases her opinions entirely on
fact.
Science.
Basically, if it's not fact, she doesn't get it.
Oh my god, I think I might hate her then.
And the other girl, right? Sweet as pie. She is great at all the languages, all the literature arts, anything story wise, plot wise, you name it, right? She's amazing. Every time you
Mm-hmm.
put a math equation in front of her face, she basically breaks down and has no idea what she's doing. Her mind goes blank.
Sounds like me.
And at first you think, why don't these two, tutor each other? And they kind of look at each other and they're like, we don't know what we don't know. And he's like, okay, okay. So he gives these two both a test, right? And he wants to
Mm-hmm.
see what scores they get. He gives them the same test every day for a week. Now, you remember Futuro did this in the quintuplets. Here,
No, I don't.
well, do you
Because,
remember?
remember? Didn't see it.
All right, my bad. I thought you saw it. But what happens is he gives these girls the test. It's 0 out of 100. First day, they get 3 out of 100. 2 days later, they get a 4. Another,
Yeah. You told me about that.
another 2 days later, they get 5. Next day, they get a 0. And he's like, I've been giving you the same test for a week. Hysterical how that works. So here's what I got planned for what we got for the Miku thing going on. So I still got more setup chapters to do, of course, but it's going to be a lot quicker because Origami's not in the important plot mix. Now Origami's going to have a thing for Shido, but she still kind of eyes him, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And she kind of uses his cousin to see if she could get to Shido. That's kind of really how it goes. So I got to set up them blending in, and then I have to set up how these two meet. And I'm thinking, because there's the big Miku arc at the second half of Origami. Now, once I gotta get these two together, right? And then after that, I honestly think it's fair game. It is literally fair game. Because I'm trying to think of like, I'm kind of thinking of her trying to steal kisses from the guy as well as the girls too, and then it's like, they make wagers on where a date's gonna be. Like, let's say,
So why can't you wear your headset exactly?
because right, I'm recording off my phone, and the audio being heard right now is from my laptop.
Oh, okay, I get it.
So I actually had this idea, and I wanted to run this by you. Let's say they want to do a date, right? Let's say they're at the arcade and they do something like air hockey, all right?
Uh-huh.
It's like, okay, if I win,
And this is for Miku?
yes.
Okay.
As in, let's say I go to Miku and say, hey, if I win, we're going out to dinner tonight and I'm wearing what I want. And she goes, okay. If I win, we're going to the carnival and you're in a dress. Which means obviously he's got to be in the getup.
I just thought of a good one. Like as a joke. Where it'd be like, okay, if I win, I get to wear what I want, but you need to dress like a dude.
I don't think that'd go well, man. I don't see that. I could maybe not like a dude per se.
No. He doesn't mean it. He's just saying to make fun of her.
Actually, here's the funny thing too. Maybe instead of like a short skirt or a dress, she has to wear pants.
It's like, yeah, you have to wear pants.
And then like it ends up being yoga pants and it backfires.
Because have you ever seen the movie Robots?
Ah, yeah, long time.
It's basically Aunt Fanny.
Because you can't call her Aunt
Bumping into
Booty.
shit. And then she's like, "Where's your friend?" Robin Williams is like, "He's been rear-ended." And she scrapes him across the wall.
Yep.
And there's a giant scrape.
Hey, do you remember the towards the end? It's like, hey, where's everybody else? She pops the trunk. They all come out, and they're like, next time we take a cab.
What was that one where they were doing armpit farts and she actually kills the fucking lamp?
The power goes out, and they're like, we're using our arms, thank you.
Aunt Fanny, we were using our arms. Lady, please, see a doctor. Oh, that's a classic movie. I've seen it millions of times. It never gets old.
I haven't seen that in a long time, but that was good.
Like Aunt Fanny. It's like, Miku, yes? You know what? Never mind. Honey, what about that booth over there? What, you mean the peaches churros? I mean churros, not peaches. What the hell? Peaches. Actually, no, they'd be more like watermelons. Jesus.
Have you ever heard of a Paopu fruit?
Yes.
Now, I found this out from the Kingdom Hearts series. I mean, you could kind of just call me like a Square Enix nut or whatever, but yeah, you've heard about it. It's a star-shaped fruit. If two people share one, it means their destinies are intertwined.
Yep.
Like the idea, yes or no?
Yes, I do.
All right, it's a go. That's a go. And you're good with these bets that they have? Like, obviously,
yes,
once I said in the couple.
So. Can he please win? Because I want to see the scene where he's like, honey, do you want to get something to eat? Like peaches? I mean, churros?
That's kind of like
I got that idea when, what was that bit where you were talking about? It was like in an office. It was like,
it was
something like that.
It was Duckman. You remember the series?
Yeah. Everybody, listen, okay? When I first started talking to this guy on Skype, he would not stop watching fucking Duckman.
I was watching it at night, like it was rewatching The Office, because I wanted to get as many comedy references as possible. Like
clearly it paid off.
Well, hey, I mean, I used to watch a lot of DXD at night when I was
yeah, perfect time. Particularly past midnight. Hey-oh!
A lot of times I used to, especially since I worked a lot of nights, I would fall asleep with my phone in my lap, and this was when Mizure, Rias, and Akino were. This was volume 1s, and it was in the middle of development.
Yeah.
I watched Rosario a bunch of times, so I was reading the manga along the way, so I had a rough idea of what I was doing. But there was a lot of DXD material I had to go back to, so that's just kind of what I did. There was a lot of film going back to that, and I kind of did the same thing with Duckman, but here was the scene. It's like, hi, my name is Duckman, and this is Hooters. I mean, Cornfed. This is my buddy Cornfed. I'm sorry, I'm a little horny. Tired is all. Would you like a D cup of coffee, a double D cup of coffee? Hey, eats fist.
Actually, if you went to Tim's and said, hey, can I get a double D, they would know what you're talking about.
If you went to where?
Tim Hortons. Because, like, on the coffees, they write down these, like, 2 units that sort of represent the coffee. So if you ask for a double D, they would know what you're talking about. It's 2 cream, 2 sugar.
You know, it's like I walk in, barista, I'd like a watermelon hooter.
The hell was that?
What, you didn't hear me?
No, like, what was that squeak?
Probably my metal water bottle.
Oh, because you know what it sounded like? It sounded like a mouse getting decapitated.
That?
Yeah, that. Stop it. Jesus.
Yeah, man. I converted the metal water bottles just simply because I thought it was pointless to have a bunch of plastic ones in my house. Or at work, actually.
It's like you just walk in, there's like hundreds of them. It's like, oh, this is a problem.
I got two, and I got a big one at work. The
It's
one,
like next time on Hoarders.
I mean, I know I got these
A New
things for
Yorker is
cheap.
buried in his home because of all his plastic bottles.
Dude, there's some people I know that'll pay like $50 for one. I got these for like $8. Thank God.
So, off topic, but apparently, this was on a totally different podcast. I forget what it was called. I think it was called the Dollop, and they were talking about the race from New York to San Francisco, I think. And there was one bit where this dude would just sit at a table eating a freaking 2-inch thick steak and just answer a bunch of questions, while the freaking reporter just looks at it in awe, this big slab of freaking red meat, just and this guy just wolfing it down.
I don't remember that.
I think it was episode 323. Off topic once again, can we all agree that the Rosario Vampire anime kind of sucks?
I will say that I love the character development they gave him. Season one, I like how I like the ending of where he's about to kiss her and they all show up. But there's 25% of the anime.
I thought Asya was bad.
There's
for those who don't know, I actually hate Asya.
You're not alone. I personally don't mind her.
Oh, I freaking hate her guts, and freaking Matthias hates me for it.
Well, I'm just gonna say that if you really love somebody, you're gonna fight for that person, and that's it. I'm gonna leave it at that.
What is love? You know, sorry.
Oh, I think he's hurt her countless times. Countless times.
You know she's desperate when she just walks in and says, "I'm taking my clothes off too." I'm just like, "Get out."
Okay, I'm not discussing that topic on air. No way. But
Would you rather we talk about Aika?
No, that's worse. That's worse.
You're kidding? It's hilarious.
But as far as the Rosario, I'm just gonna end the Rosario debate by
stupid, entertainment names for this.
Yep.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yep.
Yeah, it's honestly gonna be a lot of fun.